Asian Women United of Minnesota, AWUM's mission is to end domestic violence by promoting safe and healthy relationships within the Asian Pacific Islander community and beyond. One of our goals here at Asian Women United is to see our women and children make their way to a happy and healthy home after their shelter stay. For us here at AWUM, that means setting foundations for the women and children to ensure that they're able to go towards being independent while we provide any needed resources and services. Our 24-hour temporary emergency shelter, House of Peace, is available to them if so required. Coming to a shelter can be scary for a lot of people. Change is hard despite the dangers of living with abuse. Domestic violence is more than physical. It is also emotional and mental and often involves financial abuse. My job at the House of Peace is to inform the women about the choices they have for housing. Housing availability is unpredictable and affordable housing stock is sparse. There are several reasons and avenues women take when leaving shelters, including transitional housing. Transitional homes are a bridge to help mitigate the gaps between shelters and permanent housing. When the women and children move to these homes, we work with them on their goals and priorities for the next couple of months.
Live in a shelter was hard because I didn't have any money, nor did I know any English. I also had 3 kids. I don't know what my future would become. The way House of Peace helped me was with the advocates that work there. They helped me find a school that taught English. House of Peace also give me food and clothes. They even help take care of my kid while I went to study English. Thank you to House of Peace. I also got housing. After I left the shelter, I got 2-year transitional housing through Simpson Housing. They helped me get low-income permanent housing. They also helped me receive the care of my kids. I still continue going to school to improve my English. What I would say to someone who also has same problem as me is that you can do it. Even if you think you can, you have to keep looking forward. To get on how I had to study English and get a job. I learned to save my money little by little. I never give up working forward my goal of getting my own house. With getting my own house, I felt accomplished, but I never forget about my past and difficult it was. My past helped me to get where I am today. I believe that if you never give up, your dream will become true.
Moving in with family and friends. During these hard and difficult times, a lot of our women and children find support in their family and friends. Sometimes, these friends and family are willing and able to take in the women and children and support them with matters such as childcare, transportation, emotional and mental health. During this time, AWUM continues to provide other services to them. Going back to home country. We often work with women and children who are not U.S. citizens. They might be refugees, asylees, or have other immigration status, including undocumented status. Once these women feel safe, some will decide to go back to their home country, while others return because it is the only option they have. On the flip side, for some women, going back to their home country is not an option due to the lack of support in their home country and because of cultural shame.
I was not happy when I was returning to India. I was not happy because I had a fear in my mind, how will I survive there? For me, being a divorcee and coming back to India, it's a bad stigma for us. They treat me very bad. It took me approximately 1 year to come out of that depression. I started my career through scratch. I was a banking assistant manager, but everything was finished for me. In shelter, my experience was really very good. I think it was the greatest gift for me by God, because I don't find any place to stay. AWUM was the place I feel safest, and also the advocates over in AWUM was very helpful for me, and they were standing behind me. So for me, it was a good place to live. Since I have came back to India, I know initially I have faced a lot of challenges, and with the support of AWUM, no doubt continuously I get a calls from AWUM to take care and to give me advice what I need to do. Initially it was challenging, but later on when I started as a scratch, I was cursing my whatever happened with me. Like it should not happen, but I have to survive, and I want to go back to US and settle down there, because I don't feel comfortable over here.
Going back home. During their stay at the House of Peace, some women and children decide to go back home to work things out. Some women decide to go back to their previous situation due to the inability to afford housing because of the lack of resources. Our role as advocates is to provide support for them and to inform them the best way we can through what may be the hardest times of their lives, and help them make the best informed decision, and making sure the women and children understand that we are here for them if going home does not work out. Leaving an abusive situation, leaving someone you love, is always hard. As our mission conveys, it is important for us to remind each person of their autonomy, powers, and capacity to make decisions that are best for themselves. We know that when a woman decides to leave or end the relationship, she is at a greater risk to be killed. At AWUM, we believe that everyone has the right to a safe, peaceful, and happy life.